swish. Go ahead, touchdown like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touchdown like that. 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 Like
work the middle, 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 work the.
Kick it and go, kick it and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, go. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on. I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them all, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, go. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. First carry for Raheem Mostert. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. These two rivals played two of the better games in the NFL a season ago. You remember week 17, it was Dre Greenlaw stopping Jacob Hollister at the 1 to preserve a 26-21 49er win. And that wound up both winning them the NFC West and earning them the #1 seed.
54, right there.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
All right. Let's go, B, let's go.
21. He's coming. We got double up. 11.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
At the 35.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Working from the gun, Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
10 at the 48-yard line.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
11. Rush in.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Here we go.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 24-yard line. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
Here we go. Come on, D. Show it up. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. White.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And a short gain here down to the 22. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Mike 27, Mike. Two. Let's go, baby.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. Flushed out right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
And 1.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Shit. 11.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo being chased out left. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. And that could be a major momentum swing here early.
Because the defense stopped them. How great is that? They go for it on the first drive of the game. They're the ones trying to establish something, trying to assert a little dominance. And guess what? You turn it back on them and give the ball to your own offense. I agree with you. It could change momentum in a big way.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
At the 16-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Wilson took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, Wilson. And complete here to Carlos Hyde. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
A gain of 9 yards.
Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
Hey, we got a seal.
They'll run on first down. Carson, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Second and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, fire like dragon.
The last play got just a yard. Here's second and 9 from the 26. Draw play. This is Carson. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He lets it fly from Lockett. And that's caught inside the 35.
That's right, baby. It's all me.
In. Touchdown, Seattle.
Complete.
Tyler Lockett, 76 yards.
Seattle.
And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit from the same spot again.
We'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
56 is the mic. Watch the screen.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And that's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. There's Garoppolo to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Garoppolo. I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Mike's 42. Mike's 42. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up. 21. 42's the Mike.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo.
Strip that ball.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. picked up by Delano Hill. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go, D, tighten up. Let's go, D, tighten up. Slam. Oh, God, 4 down, 4 down. He's crossing. He's checking crack. 49, check 49, check 49.
Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle.
Here we go.
The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the gun, it's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20.
Bring it!
And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had it quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Niners on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Alert 3. Check 3, check 3, check 3. 21, 21.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
None of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
56 to Mike.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
I got you. Push him back. Push him back. Stop. Mike 42. Mike 42. Stop. 1, Omaha. Mike 42. 21, 21. Check. Mike 42. Hey, check, check. Check, 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 check.
Now Garoppolo. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akeem Talib.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Go. Go. Tighten up. Tighten up. Tighten up. Hey, hey. Right shit, 33. 33. All day, baby. All day. All day. Check 24. Check. Hook.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen.
Wilson's pass.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Second down at 6 now from the 42.
14. 3 down.
Operating from the gun. Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On second down, Hyde. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. This is Carson.
Chris Carson.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
I got you. Look. 10. 14.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The 2 veterans there, Wilson to Olsen for a Seattle first down. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll run high, and he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1.
Stopped short of the goal
now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on second and 1.
Watch the curl.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 11. Come on, D. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, me and you all day. I'm coming out.
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Intended for Deebo Samuel. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Dancing to his left. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman.
For San Francisco.
A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the gun, Wilson. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that's caught inside the 30.
Get off the field.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Complete.
Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, wow, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go, and that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
And it seems like they've been running uphill all game. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
I'm here all day. Say. 65. Check my
Garoppolo. Buying time to his left. Incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Mike's 50.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Winds up and lets it go for... And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel, 68 yards. And the 49ers get a score closer.
Lining up for the point after.
Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 27, Wilson escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first.
Complete to Greg Olsen.
A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
1st down, Seattle.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Show that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
2 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They run it with Carson. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
To Chris Carson.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And able to find Dorsett. Room here to run. Philip Dorsett by himself, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Okay, we need to double-check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Garoppolo finding his tight end Kittle. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 30.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Garoppolo again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Tackled back at the 33-yard line.
Here we go.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Not today, you are. Two.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Space to run past the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. Good yardage there on the scramble, and all of a sudden they're left with a 3rd and 2. Much more manageable. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He finds Coleman. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
It's going to be a long...
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
No gain on the
line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal.
5-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, but now it's third and goal.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Hey, gun.
Garoppolo now. Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the third time. Picked off inside the 5. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, 10.
Yeah, it's on.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Bruce Irvin, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Brought down back at the 19-yard
That right now,
line.
that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Delano Hill. That he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
By the Seahawks.
CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, and it's 2nd down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think that part of their plan was to hit him over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo's throw taken in by Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The Niners on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. A play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. A pickup of 27. And they pick up the first down in the process. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. And now here is another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air. Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. On 2nd down now, Hyde, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down." They love being physical.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Wilson wants to throw it. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Benson Mayowa in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now Garoppolo lost the football, and the Seahawks have recovered.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
It got his man complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
11, 11. Shoot.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. He's going to let it fly. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Let's get off the field, D.
21.
42's the mic. Watch the run.
Garoppolo on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
21, 56, right there.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Flush to his right. And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
By the Seahawks. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Hey, check Mike 6, Mike 6.
The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The Seahawks, they are moving on as we say so long, everybody. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Silicon Valley.